Welcome to Dirt Sheet Mania, and this is our Wrestlemania Preview show, prediction show, whatever you want to call it. I am your Chief of Wrestling, Craig Anderson. This is the Director of Craig, Kieran Smith, and we have ourselves 13 official matches to go through. Official. That word is extremely important. 13 official matches for this Sunday, live on the WWE Network. We know the pre-show is 2 hours, and we know the main card will be 5 hours long.
The pre-show starts at 10 p.m. UK time, British summertime officially, and then 12 a.m. on Monday, technically. 12 a.m. UK time.
Yep.
If you live in America, you're lucky.
You're very lucky.
If you live in the west coast of America, even more lucky.
Because that will finish before midnight.
Yeah, well before midnight. But yeah, WrestleMania, can't wait. You know, I'm in the home stretch of my last couple of days at work, and
I'm coming up to the Sunday off and Monday morning off, and then Tuesday morning off.
Best week of the year for me.
It is better than Christmas and Easter rolled into one for us guys here. So we were going to kick off straight away with our opening contest that isn't official yet.
It isn't official, and that's why we're going to talk about it first.
That is the most likely but not official match between the Dead Man and the leader of the C Nation, John Cena. John Cena versus The Undertaker is not an official match of WrestleMania. Now, part of this confuses me. The other part of me makes complete sense. We go into Sunday. The match isn't official. You have a theory, and you have an idea of how we might come to this on Sunday.
Okay, so it's a theory. Maybe it's more hope. Right? It's more hope. So
it's still a theory.
John Cena says he's going in as a fan.
Yep.
Right? And I like that. Mm-hmm. I would like John Cena to be sitting in the crowd for like the first 3 matches.
Just sat there.
Sat in the crowd, right? I don't want him wearing said green t-shirt.
Nope.
Right? I want him to wear...
He will.
Happy Rusev Day t-shirt. Just
a gimmick.
Another person's t-shirt. The Rusev Day t-shirt would be an absolute perfect one.
He put over AJ on Raw. By the way, AJ Styles t-shirt.
Yeah. I will accept him wearing his jean shorts, but I will not accept him wearing his knee pads.
That'd be so good, yeah.
But he needs to dress as if he's there as a fan, right? Now, and then at some point, maybe we see Kid Rock come out, and the Hall of Fame inductees come out on the stage. Then maybe you see Kid Rock play out. I would like to see Cena storm the ring and try and call out Taker one last time.
While Kid Rock's there.
Yeah. Because he's going to have 70,000 odd people to cheer his name to get him to come out and things like that. That's what I want to see. And that's where I think Undertaker will come down. You will hear, maybe the gong go. You may hear Kid Rock play American Badass.
I think you'll see a mixture. I think you don't have Dead Man without the dong now. I think that's the gong, whatever you want to call it. That's part of him. But Kid Rock is there. It's a bit, this all looks like it's supposed to be here without it actually being here.
I think it's more likely than ever that you will get the American Badass Taker.
So we think Biker Taker will show up. Now, this match isn't official, but we both think it's very likely happening. Yeah. I think the entire wrestling world thinks it's going to happen. I don't know why you
didn't have Cena on the show.
You wouldn't, especially The Undertaker if he's fit to go.
Exactly.
Let's just do a quick prediction. Kieran, if this match takes place, which we are almost 99% certain it will, who wins?
If it takes place, it's more than likely that Cena's going to win this.
Yeah, I also think Cena's going to win. And for the one purpose, if you then look back on the history of The Undertaker, the 3 people that beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania would be Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, John Cena. Now that is a star-studded list.
Yeah, it's a big 3,
and that puts them 3 over more than anybody else.
Definitely. Okay, I still have that hope that it's a career versus career. But
it's too late now.
It's too late, and you need to advertise that.
Surely it's too late.
Is Undertaker going to be there at WrestleMania 35? Very unlikely in my eyes now.
We don't even know if he's going to be there Sunday officially. It looks very much likely. But we're now going to move on to the official card of WrestleMania. 13 matches, 3 on the pre-show. A new match will debut and a title will not be vacated anymore, as a new Cruiserweight champion will be crowned, a new Women's Battle Royale champion will be crowned, and the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal comes back for the 4th time, I believe.
Fourth time.
Could
be anything.
Let's roll on to our pre-show matches, and we're going to start with Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander for the vacated WWE Cruiserweight Championship. So the vacated Cruiserweight Championship, which has been vacated since little old Enzo Amore got suspended.
Before January?
And fired.
January time, maybe? I think, something like that.
Definitely before the Rumble, I think.
Yeah.
So these 2 young men, I've watched, because of the re-emergence of the Cruiserweight Division 205 Live, I have dipped in and out.
Yeah.
Because it's another hour. Like, you prioritize your week: Raw, SmackDown, even the mixed match challenge. It's a lot to fit in.
A lot of wrestling.
I do try and kit in the highlights at least, and this match excites me. I'll go straight off the bat. I want Mustafa Ali to win this match.
Okay, well, we're going to go different here.
Cedric.
I think Cedric Alexander has been the champion in waiting. He was meant to face Enzo. Before,
he was.
Enzo lost the title.
He was.
It could be a massive, I say massive swerve, but these two have had matches before. They've had great matches on 205 Live. This match, technically,
they've been tagging as well.
Yeah, they have.
As a bit not as viciously as AJ and Nakamura on SmackDown, but in a same kind of ilk with they're supposed to be rivalries, but it's babyface.
Technically, this could be one of the best matches of the night.
You really wanted this to be on the main show.
I really, just for 205 Live, I really want this to be on the main show.
And should we just also mention that Drake Maverick, he'd probably be on commentary, and at least I hope he is. I wouldn't have even minded if he was the special ref for this. I really wouldn't have minded that.
Would have been something.
Because, he, as a character, has been as important to the emergence of 205 Live as the wrestlers, as backstage politics, as Triple H taking over, etc. I would have loved him to be more involved. Maybe he ring announces for the match, as long as he's involved.
Let's throw this out there.
Yep.
So the winner of this match,
versus
whoever wins,
yeah,
Neville comes out.
Well, we may have other plans for Neville.
We don't know what's happening with the moment,
later on,
but he might be
in the night. Neville may be doing other bits and pieces.
He might very well be.
So we're both going to say different people for that. The next one up is the men's battle royal, which is still officially called the Andre the the Andre the Giant. Can you do that, Kieran?
The Andre the Giant
You do
Memorial Battle Royal.
And what's that?
That is a battle royal.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a battle royal.
And it's
the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
It's next.
Yeah, that's it. Next. So as you can see behind us, we have all the participants in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
There's like 7 of them.
I think there's more than that that's been announced so far.
1, 2, 3. I count none.
Yeah.
Pretty much, if Kieran had to make this graphic from scratch, it would probably take him a day and a half.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
There's only about 8 or 9 guys announced for this match. The Revival, I think Zack Ryder, Mojo,
it's pretty much every single,
Matt Hardy.
Every single tag team on Raw. Bar the
bar.
Obviously, probably every tag team on SmackDown. There'll be a few 205 Live guys in it. Probably.
I mean, last year was it Baron? No, Baron Corbin wasn't last year. That was Mojo.
That was Mojo last year.
The year before that, in his debut on the main roster, Baron Corbin won, then appeared on SmackDown. So would
think you see anyone from NXT?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we've always spoke about Lars Sullivan. I know you're huge on. I'm not as keen, but I know you really like Lars Sullivan. Could see him on there very, very easily. Honestly, picking a winner of this is most difficult to pick in the entire night.
If we get a point for our prediction here, I'll be very surprised.
Me too.
There's not been one standout. Last couple of years, you saw it as Mojo Rawley was going in strong-ish towards this. Big Show had a big storyline. Cesaro had a semi-big storyline.
But he was a Zeb Cotter guy.
Yeah,
and wrestled twice, and then became a Paul Heyman
So
guy.
we're going to get 2 points for this. We're going to have one pick for who's going to win it, and who's going to be last eliminated.
Okay.
So my pick for who's going to win it will be Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
Just purely because he's come back recently.
Okay. He's in this match?
He is in this match.
Okay.
He was in the SmackDown tag team.
Oh, no, he is. No, he is. I remember he's announced around the same time as Breezango were a couple of weeks ago. No, okay.
And last eliminated, I'm going to go for Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, okay.
Just because I think he needs to be somewhere in the final couple to keep his credibility. So good luck.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a little bit of a. I don't know. Maybe it is long-winded. I'm gonna go with Matt Hardy,
right? Because
I think if you want to put this character anywhere, I mean, who knows? Maybe Jeff's will come back.
Maybe
Jeff Hardy could win this match, and if
there's quite a few. I mean, Big Cass is ready to go.
Who knows what Samoa Joe's doing? Neville could show up.
I think Samoa Joe's bigger than this. I do, but if he won it, would it be a bad thing?
I think Dolph Ziggler's bigger than this, if I'm honest, but
potentially
he's there. Why is he not in the US title match? Because
he vacated.
I'm going with Matt. He Stop, silly Craig. I'm going to go with Matt Hardy, and I'm going to say that Mojo will be the last eliminated.
Yeah,
because Same blueprint as you. Former winner gets eliminated last.
I think
it's so hard. I just don't know who to pick.
I think if Matt Hardy won this and you ever saw some ultimate deletion match again in WWE, it'd be good to have this maybe just in the background one day, just the trophy standing there, just as a little
part of the family. He is the he's always talks about the vessel and all that.
It could be a bit.
So thinking caps on, because the next match is not the fabulous Moolah Women's
not anymore.
No, can't say that. No, blasphemy. It is just the women's battle royale.
And you'll never guess what the graphic looks like.
Oh God, the graphic. Graphic. Same again.
Great graphic.
I mean, to be fair, finding a picture of those trophies is
a very awkward one.
From what I gather, fairly challenging.
And having a look at that trophy on Raw when they unveiled it, it did look very plasticky. Whereas, obviously, the Andre the Giant
last minute. Have you seen the difference between last year's Andre the Giant trophy and this year?
Oh, it's
very different.
It's probably made out of plastic or something.
Chocolate,
like
it's Easter. Yeah. Chocolate Andre.
Could be.
So,
do you want to bite Andre's head off?
Careful.
It's a big head.
It'd be tasty.
Yeah,
it'd be very tasty.
I'm sure it would be.
So the women's first ever women's, but I again would assume we're going to guess that this might go on last in the pre-show.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised this actually is on the pre-show. I thought they would have actually bumped.
I think if they actually had a proper name for it, I think it.
Yeah,
might
maybe. I don't think there was anything you can call it after the previous movie. There was the Mae Young Classic,
yeah, absolutely. Maybe something with China.
No. The Linda McMahon Memorial.
Jesus. The Stephanie McMahon Battle Royale.
Oh, that's ego. That would have been great. Great for a
part of me wouldn't have minded that, to be honest. Okay, so I know where you're going with this. I'm gonna say Sasha Banks was this last eliminating Bayley.
Okay. Cool.
Because why not?
Right. So
and I know who you're going for.
I think so. I've got it down to going to the last three.
Those Addie Becky.
So Becky, I think Becky will win it.
Yeah, you think Becky will win it,
and I think Sasha will get eliminated last because Sasha and Bayley end up just trying to eliminate each other. Becky takes both of them out or something like that.
It could be maybe even a simultaneous elimination. I tell you what, even if it's a simultaneous elimination, because you've said Sasha, if as long as she's part of that, then that still counts.
I think if that happens, we'll do half points for that. No,
I'm fine. If you say Sasha's...
if you're fine with that.
Because she's being eliminated last. Even though it's a joint, she's still going out last. Cool. Same with me. If Sasha wins and she eliminates Bayley and Becky, same principle.
Okay.
But those three being the final three, I think is dead set.
So those are our predictions. Those are our points. Obviously, in this Battle Royal, we've got NXT talent and Mae Young Classic participants that will participate in this match.
They won't win.
No, they won't win, but anyone you think will be in there?
I hope I want it.
They have to pad it out. They have to put. I think they have to put a good 10, 15 women in there.
We could see Ember Moon, but again, she was in the Rumble, and I just don't think this is. It sounds weird already because it's the first time the match is ever happening, and I just don't value it at all.
No,
it's just to get them on the card.
Yeah, that's probably because of the Royal Rumble. If this took place at SummerSlam,
so we could see a
bit better.
Ember Moon, iconic duo. I mean,
I definitely think we'll see the iconic duo.
Ember Moon, Shayna Baszler, any of the top NXT talent.
Yeah.
Honestly, answer on a postcard. It could be any of them.
A few people from the past. You got that. You don't think anyone like?
I mean,
Molly Holly? She's definitely because she's inducted in Ivory.
Beth Phoenix, maybe.
Beth Phoenix.
She's been around on comms.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any massive surprises like the Royal Rumble.
Tatanka was in one a couple of years ago. Yeah. I think that's the one where Mojo won. Tatanka was in that one. So
there was one when there was Big Shaq in there.
Big Shaq was in the one where. He was on the where Corbin won.
Could you see a celebrity woman appearing now? I mean, I can't think.
Marina Nunes. She wrestled a few years ago.
Yeah, she did.
Is it Marina? Is it Nunes?
Maria Menounos.
Yeah. What would be the only one?
Yeah.
Or maybe Snooki, because Snooki wrestled.
Yeah. Bring back Snooki.
She wrestled at WrestleMania, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and on that car crash, we'll move on. Main show. This is in no particular order. We are just going to rattle through them, probably a little bit rapido style, because we've got a few more matches to crack on with, and we're going to start with the fatal four-way match for the United States Championship. It's going to be your champion Randy Orton defending against Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and a very special day on Rusev Day, Alexander Rusev.
It's Rusev Day.
Stop doing that. It's so annoying. So here we go. Four-way match. This was only changed not Tuesday before, with Rusev becoming added, pinning Randy Orton in the tag team match, I believe.
Yes, it was, yeah.
I'm going to kick us off for this one, and you can go next for the IC title one. I think Rusev's going to win this.
Yes.
Who do you think will win?
I'm going for Rusev.
Oh, you as well?
I'm going for Rusev.
If Rusev wins, give me some fives. If Rusev wins this match,
go nuts.
We'll go nuts.
You will go nuts.
It'll be me, you, and 5 of us.
I don't know if you've seen the rumours today. Today being Wednesday.
Rusev Day.
Which is Rusev.
This is Rusev Day.
That Rusev apparently asked for his release a couple of weeks ago, and the reason why he got added to this match.
He asked for his release.
Apparently asked for his release. I don't know how. But obviously, with all dirt sheet things, you never know.
Shut up, speak.
You know, look, he's gotten himself over organically. He's top merchandise seller.
Who would have thought, legitimately, that Simon Gotch being released would be the best thing to ever happen to both Aiden English and Rusev?
Yeah.
Just
crazy.
And the fact that they decided to but they decided to sort of semi-separate Lana and Rusev on television, apart from Mixed Match Challenge, a couple of casual things online. And one segment, English made the song up, and now look, he has to win. I think he has to win this match.
I think so. I
don't care who he beats. He has to win this match.
Before Rusev was added to this match, I was going for a Jinder win because I thought maybe they'll have another. Trying to get Jinder over.
You know what?
The United States title.
You know, I've always said it's always better to have the babyface chase the heel.
Yeah.
Because it's always for better television. A babyface going over all the time is great, but eventually you don't have anyone that's believable anymore because the heels keep losing. So no threat. Both saying Rusev?
Both saying Rusev.
Alexander Rusev. We hope Rusev has a great Rusev day on Sunday. It's Rusev Mania. Yeah,
Rusev Mania.
It's on the same page. So we're going to see if it's IC Mania next. Is a segue? No? Okay. It's Seth versus Finn versus your Intercontinental Champion Miz, who is now a dad. So congratulations to Mid.
That's all he talked about on commentary on Monday.
He's just a dad now. He's a dad.
Let's go dads.
Gorgeous little girl. Congratulations, Miz, Maurice. Hopefully we see Maurice back on television soon.
Well, it won't be for a while, I should.
No, but eventually. Yeah. She's great. Intercontinental Championship match, Fatal 5-Way? Fatal Triple Threat? Fatal. I've got Fatal 4-Way on the brain.
It's a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title.
Intercontinental Championship match. I was just saying to Kieran, look how happy Seth is. Has he just been for walkies and got a treat?
He looks a bit like a skinnier version of Elias, really, doesn't he?
He does.
Or vice versa.
He does.
Do you reckon Elias and Seth go as each other on out?
Oh my god, they actually do. Actually, Elias is probably a bit bigger as well. Yeah, but that's because Seth does his CrossFit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's amazing. You go first. Otherwise, we probably think we're copying each other after that last match.
Yeah. So I will be going for the Miz to win this match. Purely because obviously he's close to winning or having the record for the most days as Intercontinental Champion.
Not built up days, not continuous days. Yeah. So Miz winning this match for me again is I would love that to be the case. Yeah. I would still be delighted if either Seth or either Finn won this match. Yeah, I would be extremely happy. But again, it's a points thing. Yeah. I think Miz will win. Yeah. And I think this is basically something like, right, we don't know what to do with Seth and Finn. Why don't we have him with Miz? It might be the best match on the card.
It could be.
But with Brock probably going away for a little while afterwards, after him and Roman, it's so obvious who's going to win that match. If it's not obvious to you, then where have you been for the last year? You know, that's been rumoured for the whole year, hasn't it, that main event?
It's been rumoured since Roman Reigns was born.
I think these two will be going towards the title match.
Because obviously at some point Roman will need challenges because Brock has not had a lot of challenges in his time as champion.
Pathetic.
Any three of these could be potential challenges.
We've been saying for years, even when he was on SmackDown, which is about 18 months now, the Miz needs another world title run. Obviously, desperately.
We've got draft shows coming up, and any one of these three will go to SmackDown.
Yeah,
one of these will go to SmackDown.
His turn.
Probably most likely Seth.
His turn. Right, both are going for The Miz. So next up, we have our triple threat match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Yeah, another one. They come thick and fast as Multi-Man Mania continues. We have our challengers, New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers, versus our SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, the Oos.
O's.
I've just said to Kieran, angry, overly happy.
That's the gimmick though, bro.
Again, potential match of the night.
How
many of these undercard matches could be match of the night?
The Bludgeon Brothers will be a great foil for these two because these are quite a strong, hard-hitting team. And like I said before, Styles makes matches.
Yeah.
These two we know can put a barnstormer on.
It's not. Oh, we've time and time. We have. It's not a point. We've not talked about it. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Which two?
Big E will be involved.
And Kofi.
And probably Kofi. Yeah.
Woods has been fantastic.
Yeah.
And last year they were the hosts.
They were.
So they didn't wrestle last year. It is actually a shame that one of them will have to miss out.
Yeah.
But I think because it's a triple threat match, it does mean no DQ.
Yeah.
You can't be disqualified.
Yeah.
So I think whoever doesn't involve in this match, which I think will be Woods, will probably still get involved in some. I can still see him doing that elbow.
Yeah.
At some point. Luke Harper's a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah.
Eric Rowan has improved.
Yeah.
The gimmick is brilliant.
Yeah.
It suits them really well. I'm glad they've reinvented themselves and successfully since the White family. It might have failed. I'll go first.
I think this one's quite difficult.
Any luck? I think it's too early for the Bludgeon Brothers. And I know that's a bit... It's the first time having a shot.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm going to go with the Usos.
You're going to go with the Usos?
Yeah, first match on the official card of WrestleMania, and I think they deserve it so much. And it's not an easy one. I think any one of these, and with a lot of these matches, with the very close calls, any one of these people could leave as the champions or the winners. And I'm going to say the Usos.
See, this one was a toying with all day while I was working between two. Again, I don't think it'll be the Bludgeon Brothers.
No.
My heart goes towards Usos, but trying to think about it in my head, I think they want to try and get the most out of the New Day, as they want to get as much out of them as possible, because I don't think they've got long left.
I think
potentially you might see them split up in the draft. It could be a possibility.
If and when it happens, I hope it's natural. And there's always going to...
Big E's been given more time to be serious on the mic. So I think, not to say the split's coming at WrestleMania, but I think the split's coming at some point in the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with the New Day.
Okay.
And there'll be five-time tag team champions tied with the Usos. And I think you'll always see these two teams fighting it out over the next 5 years in some sort of way, some sort of capacity.
I completely agree.
So I'm going to go for the New Day on this one. I did originally go for the Usos, but sitting over here thinking about it now, I've gone out there and maybe be a little bit different.
I think one of us are going to probably win this one.
Yeah.
If the Bludgeon Brothers win, and they've not swerved us, but I think it's a show of faith in them.
Yeah, and they won't get pinned.
No, I actually think you're absolutely right. I think whoever wins this match, the other one gets pinned.
Yeah.
So I've gone for the Usos, Kieran's gone with New Day, but we kind of wouldn't be surprised if Bludgeon Brothers did pull out, I suppose, a surprise victory, considering it's their first time getting a shot at the tag titles. So next we move on to the Raw Tag Team Championships. The very successful Bar, the 4-time Raw Tag Team Champions will defend against Braun Strowman and his partner of his choosing, which we don't know yet. So here we go for the Raw Tag Team Championships. So behind me and Kieran, you have the Bar, Braun, and Vacant. A very successful participant is Vacant.
Very successful.
Multi-time.
If you don't follow at WWE Vacant on Twitter as well, worth a follow. Every time a title goes vacant, he's there and he claims it straight away.
So he's current Cruiserweight champion.
He is.
And he
will lose that title
on Sunday, which is a shame. But he might become one half of the tag. What a great day for Vacant.
Yeah.
What a great day for Vacant. So let's just shoot the breeze on potential partners for Bray.
This is worth a point.
This is worth a point.
Yep.
It could be Bray Wyatt.
It could be.
It could be Rey Mysterio.
It could be.
It could be Elias.
It could be.
It could be The Big Show.
It could be.
It could be Kane.
It could be.
It could be.
Honestly, it could be anyone.
It could be. It could be.
It could be anyone.
It was a joke originally, but it could be James Ellsworth.
It could be James Ellsworth.
It's your turn to go first.
It's very hard to pick.
I've gone backwards and forwards between a lot of those guys we've just spoken about.
I think originally I picked Elias.
It looked really obvious for a while,
and then it got too obvious for me, and I'm like, yeah, that's now too obvious. I'm not going to pick him.
Mm-hmm.
There's not anyone that I think stands out. I would love it if it was someone like Alexa Bliss. I just think that would be funny. A little time from the mixed match challenge. It won't happen, but I just think
she wouldn't be able to do a thing.
Yeah, of course not.
They were great. Good chem. Good.
Do you know what? I'm still going to stick there for James Ellsworth. I probably won't get a point for this.
It's really difficult.
It is.
He's got indie matches coming up, so it would be a one.
Everyone's going to be there in New Orleans this Sunday, so they could get anyone in. there's not really a wrestler from that sort of Louisiana area that's big and mainstream that could be, because if he was in Texas, it probably would have been Mark Henry or something like that,
Last match. Okay, so you're going James Ellsworth.
Yeah, I'm going to go for James Ellsworth.
So I went backwards and forwards. Originally, I was dead set on James Ellsworth. That was who I first kind of thought, right, it's going to be him. Kieran was more still Elias, and I was 50-50 between. Then I definitely went over to the Elias camp. I thought, yeah, it's going to be Elias. Then, like you said, on Raw, especially with Coach on comms, made it so obvious. I was like, nah, it's not going to be Elias now. And then I thought, well, they still said Rey Mysterio might be doing something.
Yeah.
And my guess for Rey really helped me in the Rumble.
It did.
So, could you see Rey flying off his shoulders? That'd be sweet. And then I saw social media this last week and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if Bray Wyatt was his tag team partner for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Because unless Bray does nothing, what's he going to do? If he's reincarnated, I don't know. So I've come to the conclusion
Bray
that
Wyatt dressing up as IRS.
I still don't have an absolute Scooby-Doo. So I'm honestly going to go with the guest that served me well at the Rumble. I'm going to go with Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I've thought about Rey Mysterio as well. I thought
Okay.
The only problem I have with that is obviously that injury. I don't know if that.
Well, this is the problem
thing or not.
This is the problem because he's supposed to wrestle Liger in Japan. He didn't.
Yeah.
He was still there, but he didn't wrestle.
Yeah.
So it depends how bad it was. Obviously,
but he technically any tag team partner that Braun has in this match, he technically doesn't have to do any work in some ways.
No.
If it's Ellsworth, for me, James Ellsworth will stay there on the apron for the whole match and maybe tag himself in.
I don't know. I said Ellsworth. You said Ellsworth was a joke, and I was hook, line, and sinker.
I think it's just a great story if it was.
Okay,
we've still got to decide who wins.
Oh, I know who's winning.
Who's winning?
The Bar.
You sure?
No.
I think it ultimately depends on who his partner is. If it's Braun in the Big Show,
I don't think it does.
If it's Braun in the Big Show, I think they win.
Braun and Kane.
Or Braun, anyone. But if it's Braun and Ellsworth, I think the Bar wins. So if you're
or Braun and Ray could take a pin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me give me a minute.
No, I'm going to go for my pick. I'm going to pick the Bar to win.
I was dead set that I was going to pick Braun and whoever, but as we get closer, I'm like. Again, is it just so they can fill Braun with something to do until Brock Lesnar has gone away?
Yeah.
And I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
So, the Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to think about that with your hand, didn't you?
Samoa Joe.
Oh, if it's Joe, my favourite.
Popped in my head.
Whoa, but changing
Ellsworth.
Your pick?
No, it's kind of sticking with Ellsworth.
So difficult. Our next match is huge. And it's not just because it matters if Sami and Kevin win, they get their jobs back on SmackDown. It's not huge because Shane McMahon is wrestling again. It's huge because something is happening that we never thought
we'd see again.
And if we did, it may have been in New Japan and it may have been in Ring of Honor. But we never, even in our wildest dreams, thought this would happen at WrestleMania. In the same building he won the world title, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will wrestle Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Kevin and Sami win, they are reinstated to SmackDown. If they lose, they're gone forever. I have gone backwards and forwards on this a little bit, and I've come to a natural, happy conclusion. I'll go off the bat. I'll say who I think is going to win this match. I think Kevin and Sami will win this match.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
You really do?
I hope they don't. I love... This is like my dream team. I probably have that jersey at home Shane is wearing. I love Shane. Bryan coming back is just the best thing ever. But I think Kevin and Sami win this match.
Is that purely because you think they'll get reinstated to SmackDown?
Well,
obviously, if they win, they will get reinstated. But
just because they win doesn't mean they'll want to go back.
Yeah,
they'll have jobs, but that doesn't mean they won't go sod off to Raw again. I'm just saying, if they lose, they'll go to Raw. That's straight up.
Yeah.
But with the probable brand extension shake-up, whatever you want to call it, coming up probably pretty soon.
Yeah,
they don't have to lose to go to Raw. If they lose, I mean. Little storyline, very quickly. If they lost, I'd love them to go and knock on Raw. Like, next night on Raw, knock. Kurt and you come, nah, sorry, you two are way too much trouble.
Yeah.
And then like Wednesday NXT, do we have to do this? We've been here. We don't need to be back here. Knock. Yeah. Hi. No. I've seen you two. Sammy, I might talk to you. Kevin, not a chance. Like, and then they go away, and
that would be intriguing television.
And then they go back again. Yeah, they go to 205 Live like the week after. Kevin in like some sort of corset. Like, this is not gonna work. But I think they'll win this match.
See, for me, I'm going for Shane and Bryan.
I want, like, my head... my heart says Shane and Bryan, exactly. But my head says Kevin and Sammy.
And the reason why I'm going really Shane and Bryan is because it's Bryan's first match back. It's a big moment now. It's a big...
He doesn't have to be pinned.
He doesn't have to be pinned. Shane McMahon, I think, is due to take some time off after Mania. Bryan will be coming back to active competition.
So Jeff Jarrett's going to be the general manager.
Jeff Jarrett, that's not a bad shout. You know, he's doing a lot of...
Originally, I desperately wanted the storyline to be that Shane can't compete and that Chris Jericho is Bryan's tag team partner. Yeah. I think that... What a rounded story that would have been. Last year, Kevin and Jericho for the US title and Jericho winning, which we never really thought would happen. And then obviously Kevin wiping him off the face of the earth. So I'm going Kevin and Sammy.
Yeah, so... you want
to tell the boys and girls your little theory, which would contradict this decision? Kieran's forgotten, but I'm going to tell you very briefly. You can have this as a separate piece if you want as well. So I think Kevin and Sammy. You think
Bryan and Shane.
Cool. Right. What you thought, and you've told me this before, you thought that Shane would screw Bryan, get Kevin and Sammy their jobs back, and then in the main event later on would screw Nakamura, and it'd be AJ
have a big dream,
literally a
fantasy
massive
booking
orgasm.
Yeah, fantasy booking. It's very fantasy booking.
But fantasy. That's what
obviously. Look, we're going to do general manager. Shane's going to stay the commissioner, the new general manager. So Bryan's could Bryan
do a Kurt thing and wrestle every now and then?
Yeah, I think he'll resign from a. I think that's.
I thought he was going to do that last week.
Yeah, so
I really did.
Look, there's going to be a new general manager. It still doesn't mean that the new general manager can't re-pick these two guys up.
It generally could be Jeff Jarrett.
But I think they'll go to Raw on Monday. You've got the draft coming up, and I think at the draft it'll be some sort of Raw versus SmackDown thing. If a SmackDown compared to the wins, they get a draft pick, like they used to do.
The last one was rotten.
So maybe SmackDown gets a few more picks that way because they technically will lose two people here.
They need some more. Okay, so. There you go. And who knows who that new GM could be. I'd love Double J to be that GM. So, next up, another huge match. Another huge tag team match. It'll be the Chief Branding Officer, Stephanie McMahon. And in my opinion, she should be still Stephanie McMahon Helmsley because, come on. And her hunter, which is our hunter. Her husband, Triple H, who is the COO, versus their general manager of Monday Night Raw, Kurt Angle, and the debuting Rowdy Ronda Rousey. So I've just said to Kieran, this is probably as obvious as the last match we're going to talk about tonight, which will be Roman and Brock. But this match for me has got Kurt and Ronda all over it. I cannot see, and it'll be Ronda beating Steph straight up.
Yes, this will be a spectacle.
It's more of a spectacle than a match.
There's a match from WCW, and I think it was Hog Wild 96.
Can I guess? Is it when Jay Leno had Hulk Hogan in the armbar?
Exactly.
See, I know nothing about WCW, but I know that.
But this will be all about the pictures and everything like that. So you'll see Ronda put Steph in the armbar or something like that, and there'll be a great picture of Steph trying to hold on or
Ronda could have Triple H in that.
Yeah, to be fair. It might be Triple H as she does it,
which is the photo op.
Women empowerment and that sort of thing. Ronda and Kurt. I'd love Kurt to not wrestle in this match and then for CM Punk to come out. Never gonna happen. But
could you imagine UFC versus?
Exactly. Look, this will be a spectacle match. It won't be a barnstorm. It won't be a bell to bell classic. No. But you've got two people that know how to wrestle in Kurt and Triple H.
I hope they get.
They'll do the majority of the heavy lifting.
So what a dream match anyway. Yeah. Come back to that again.
Stephanie will beat down on Ronda for a lot of this match. But
quickly tagging Triple H, so then the men have to get back in again.
Exactly.
Okay. It's not your conventional tag where you can isolate someone.
No.
You have to. It literally is two singles matches in this mixed tag.
Ronda will have some sort of action with Triple H in the middle.
Of course she will, but Kurt can't suplex Steph. Steph might slap Kurt.
Yeah,
can see that happen.
A slap will happen. A Steph slap will happen.
So that's pretty unanimous there. Very quickly. normally at WrestleMania, you normally do have a match that is quick, to the point, strong, dominant, powerful, and has absolutely no offense from normally the heel. And
the proverbial squash match.
The proverbial squash match. I give you this year's squash match.
She
is going to kill her.
I have a different theory on these.
You don't think Nia will win this match?
No, I think Nia wins this.
Okay,
match.
so we're both going for Nia. Okay, fine.
Going for Nia Jax.
Okay.
I don't think she squashes Alexa. I think there'll be a lot of.
It could be 2 minutes. It could be 3 minutes, but I don't think this will be long.
I think there'll be a lot of Alexa running around, avoiding Nia getting angry, trying to catch her.
Mickey getting in the way.
Mickey getting getting involved. I still think this will be a 6-7 minute match. I don't think this will be a squash match per se.
I'm going to get my stopwatch out for this. It could be 2 minutes. I generally.
Okay,
would.
So do you want to put a point on that?
No.
So you don't want to say less than 3 minutes, because I'll go for over.
Less than 3 minutes.
I'll go for over 3 minutes.
All right then, under 3 minutes.
I'm going over.
Okay, well, we need one of us need to get our stopwatch, our phones out.
Yeah.
I'm going under 3 minutes. I think, and rightly so. This needs to be. If this is like a 50-second match or 30-second match,
you'll be laughing in my face. I'm pretty sure.
If it's a 2-minute 59 match, I'm winning.
Yeah. But this
she wins. Nia wins.
I don't think you can treat Alexa, who's had a great reign as a Raw Women's Champ. She hasn't had a lot of defences.
Daniel Bryan was champion.
But I don't think you'll see this. That's why I don't think it'll be a squash match. This is about Alexa trying to get away from a monster like.
Still be under 3 minutes. Because it's not. I don't think it's the time. It's just the point of Nia hasn't been able to catch Alexa,
and that's why I think that's why the match will be longer.
But over 3 minutes of running and catching. Once she gets her hands on her, it is literally drop Samoan 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Maybe a leg drop to real. Put it in.
Okay, cool. I'm still going over 3.
Fine.
Right.
But
cool. If
it's not, fine. But I think if there is a match that can go a little bit, and I understand you want to respect the reign of Nia of Alexa Bliss, but for me, it's that match that just has all the. I mean, again, we didn't think Goldberg Lesnar would have that.
No,
did we?
No,
so
that was a superb hard-hitting match.
So who's to say that the Usos don't win in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Who said they don't super kick both tag teams out of the ring and then drop on one of them?
There's a reason why I also don't think this match goes very short, but I'll go on to that later.
Okay, so I think Nia and you think Nia.
Yeah.
Sweet. And I'm saying under 3 and you're saying over 3.
I'm saying over 3.
Great. This next match definitely won't be 3 minutes long. It is the undefeated Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, against the Queen. The Queen. It's Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion for the SmackDown Women's title. So there's 2 women on the screen behind me. And fine. That's great, and they are going to have a fantastic match.
This will be
so good.
Match of the night.
Oh, it'll be brilliant. I'll be honest, I've never got massively excited for women's matches on the main roster. I got excited for Sasha Bayley, and I cried when Bayley won.
It's okay.
I cried. I was on my own. No one was with me. It was in Leeds.
Oh, thank God.
This match will just be so good.
Yeah.
It'll be so good. So, there's one issue. Should we actually talk about who's going to win first, and then we'll move on to what else we think might happen?
Yes.
Or does that involve? Do you think what happens? It also involves.
Just quickly go back. I do think this will be match of the night.
Okay. There's so many potential matches.
AJ Shinsuke is on card going to be match of the night. It's the dream match, but I think
the triple threat match for the Intercontinental title.
I think these two will outperform everyone on that.
Hopefully, they go towards the end.
They've already had that little tease on Mixed Match Challenge.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard that everyone was raving about them.
And thankfully, Miz beat Bobby.
Yeah,
so that's the correct decision there.
I do think this will be a great little match, and this will be good for the women's evolution. These two are basically the pinnacle of the women's division. I'm sure probably WWE are gutted this for the SmackDown women's title, not the Raw one. I'm sure they probably don't the Raw one. But I
don't know. I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
But yeah, so winner of this match. I'll pick first.
I'll go first.
I'll pick first.
I'll give you first.
I think it's Asuka.
Same. Straight up.
Yeah.
100%. I say 100%. It's not. It's really not an easy decision because it's a match where. Okay, so I think Asuka wins, and hear me out. But I don't think Charlotte wins. I don't think Charlotte loses. Because I'm going to tell you that Carmella will officially cash in her Money in the Bank, but be pinned.
Okay. So it becomes a triple threat match.
So Asuka wins, 1 point.
Yeah.
If she wins. Asuka wins, and Carmella will cash in her Money in the Bank. So if she does, that's a point. If she doesn't, then it's no point. But if you're saying she doesn't,
I will officially go on record and say that Carmella will not cash in.
Okay, so straight up, one of us are getting a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will not cash in.
Bear in mind, this means she has to officially enter the match, and it has to go deep.
I'm not saying that Carmella won't go out there.
Oh, no. I think she'll out there.
I don't think she cashes in. I think you do. It's a Dolph Ziggler thing. Dolph Ziggler could have cashed in at WrestleMania when he was the Money in the Bank briefcase holder, but he left it for Raw the next night.
It's a different animal. It's a different animal, mate.
I think she does it on Tuesday.
It's a different animal.
They pretty much injure each other. I get into that point.
So here's another one. They go 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They batter each other. Yeah. Asuka wins by the skin of her teeth, like literally the skin of her teeth. A cash in afterwards still counts, I think.
Yeah.
I'm saying that my theory is that Asuka will pin Carmella.
If there's a cash in at WrestleMania, you get a point. If there's not a cash in at WrestleMania, I get a point.
Okay, fine. Okay. I mean, I'm simply shooting the breeze and saying that it's going to be Carmella that gets pinned. Because everyone's like, oh my god, Seth did it. Why can't Carmella do it? It protects
both of them that way in some way.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't you do that, really? Yeah. In theory, why wait till SmackDown?
I don't think, and this is the reason why I'm going for Asuka.
Last comment on this, then we're going to move on.
The reason why I'm going for Asuka is I don't think WWE are brave enough yet to break the streak.
There you go. Doesn't think they're brave enough. We'll see.
Yet.
Next is, like we've just said a few times tonight, probably match of the night. On paper it is, but we don't know. It is our WWE Championship match. The winner of the 2018 Royal Rumble, Shinsuke Nakamura, versus the phenomenal and WWE Champion, AJ Styles. As we've said before, this has a potential to be match of the night. AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. Kieran, let's crack on this one because we've said all we need to say. Their rivalry has come to a friendly but fierce conclusion last Tuesday on SmackDown. I think straight away it's not an easy decision. It really isn't.
No, it's
very, very difficult.
Very 50-50.
Very 50-50. But I think we have a new WWE champion. It really difficult.
So you're going for Shinsuke?
That would incline. I'm guessing Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay, yeah.
It really, again, so many of the matches are so hard to decide, but I'm going Nakamura.
Every year.
Go for it.
I think I'd say every year. Most title matches tend to know who's going to win and who's not going to win. I'd say most of the time, on average.
Yes, I mean especially the last few WWE Championship main events, Triple H, and Reigns, etc.
This one. You don't know, and I like that, and because they've had this competitive edge on SmackDown, and the whole thing with the Kinshasa and the stopping and the tapping on the head, and AJ's phenomenal forearm and then tapping on the head, superb. It's all about the competitiveness.
And they keep saving each other from Benjamin and Gable.
I am going to go for AJ Styles to keep his WWE Championship.
Honestly, mate, it's so difficult. It doesn't surprise me that out of the two of us, we both can't decide on who's going to win this match.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm going Nakamura. He's going AJ. Either way, it's going to be a barnstormer Sunday. So we're moving on to a match where we both could probably tell you in about 3 seconds who we think is going to win. It's Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman defending his WWE Universal Championship for about the third time in a year against Roman Reigns. And that's probably going to go on last. Behind me is maybe the most, apart from the Roman Reigns Triple H match, maybe the most predictable and obvious main event in the history of WrestleMania. Roman Reigns winning this match.
Yeah, he will. He will.
I mean, tell me otherwise.
So, as we alluded to earlier, you think the Nia Jax match will be a squash match. Roman wins this in less than 2.
In less than 2 minutes?
In less than 2 minutes.
I'm up for that.
I'm not shaking the point.
Oh, don't be.
No. Yeah, exactly. Right, because this, I truly believe the Nia
under 3 minutes. Then
no.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Because
why not? I put my money where my mouth is.
I'm not doing that.
Because you don't believe it then.
No, because
okay, you don't. That's fine.
I think it could happen.
I believe in my theories. You don't believe in yours.
I think it could happen. I think just the way that it's been booked,
It won't go on last. It can't go on last.
I think Cena take.
It can't go on last because
can't go on last.
now it can't because you can't have all the matches finished
can't.
and then and then all of a sudden Kid Rock goes on the stage and goes,
throwing it all out.
"We're gonna have an encore."
Charlotte Asuka will go last.
I could do.
I'd love that to go
it
last.
could do.
Technically, it should be AJ versus Shinsuke.
Don't get me started. It should.
But
100%.
that'll go first on the main show. Anyway,
triple threat tag.
yeah.
Anyway, who's one you think Roman Reigns, but you think it's over 3 minutes?
I think it'll be like a 2-minute squash thing. I think it.
Go on then.
Roman.
Come on.
No, I'm not shaking.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm not shaking on it. But if it happens, I put it out there, and that's the thing.
It's not. This will go 5-6 minutes. It won't be long. It can't be long. But the match at WrestleMania 31 was 15.
Yeah,
before Seth cashed in.
It went a while.
Basically, what we need is a little rewind button, and we need to press play. And in an alternative universe, Seth never cashed in, and this is basically the finish. That's what they wanted.
Yeah,
that's what they want. They've never had.
What Seth Rollins holding the briefcase for 3 years, 4 years, whatever it be. You know.
So there you go. That is mine and Kieran's WrestleMania prediction show. Kieran, best of luck Sunday.
Best of luck to you, son.
7 hours is over a quarter of a day that we will be watching WWE's WrestleMania Sunday.
Get your Red Bulls and your Pro Pluses in. And
are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready? I'm ready too.
I can't wait.
Guys, thank you for checking us out again. We super appreciate it. Leave us feedback, comments in the comment section. Tweet us at DSM or at Dirt Sheet Mania.
Yeah.
At Dirt Sheet Mania with the hashtag DSM Wrestling. Check us out on Facebook as well. Like us over there on YouTube. Please come and subscribe and obviously give our videos a cheeky like. We love that. And also on SoundCloud, we release all our weekly content as well. Anything to add?
iTunes.
And iTunes now, yes, of course.
On the old iTunes.
So many places.
And any other podcast providers. But we'll work that out and get that sorted.
He has been the director of creativity.
That has been.
He creates this so I can procrastinate. Kieran, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
You can shake a hand then.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
No, come on.
No, under friendly competition.
Okay, very good. I am the Chief of Wrestling, Craig Anderson. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.